You need a white shirt.
Yeah, where's that hoodie? Because I was just gonna show them the merch.
Y'all got merch now?
Well, I'm wearing some of it.
What? I got a cop.
Yeah, there's more coming, but these are just the samples that we first got.
Okay.
But yeah,
That's all for
there's
it.
baby clothes. There's all kinds of stuff.
I just burnt out my last my last candle. Shit was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I'm glad you like.
I don't like no weak smelling candle. I like some shit that really can fill a room. So
Where would you usually get your candle besides the Audacity podcast?
I don't. That's the thing. I'm not.
So you didn't have candles before?
But at the same time,
that's like Trish. Trish was like, I'm only buying from y'all. I was like, yes.
I'm a nigga, bro. Like,
that's true.
That is true.
So like, sometimes I might, if I got a chick coming over, I might grab some shit from like fucking Kroger real quick. But I don't have like a candle shop. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all my candle people now.
That's what's up.
And that shit was strong smelling. I've bought some candles before, and that shit was like weak. I'm like, nah, I like some shit that's gonna lift the room up. Yeah, so
they were made with a lot of effort, so I do appreciate that.
Oh, for sure.
That's what's up, bro.
Yeah.
Appreciate your support.
No, I told you.
Continue support.
I said, man, set your price and live your life, my nigga. I'm with it.
All day, man.
So you got new smells?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we coming out. We having some new ones, or you talking about the Let It Burn?
The Let It Burn one. That was the last new one.
Yes, that's cool, man. I love it, man.
You ready for?
Hope y'all niggas become millionaires off of this.
Thanks, man. I hope you also become a millionaire.
Me too, man. Like you said 400,000. Like I can start doing other. Okay.
Yeah.
That's Cause I'm tired of paying fucking taxes.
Where you at, bro?
I feel like I'm doing this shit wrong. I'm in this gray area where I'm paying taxes and I'm fucking no.
You ready to get started?
Yeah, I'm ready, man. Let's go for it.
You are listening to the Audacity with Warren and Jamie.
Hello.
Hi.
What's going on?
Not much, man. Thanks for asking. This is the Audacity podcast.
Yes.
Warren.
Yes.
What's going on with you, bro?
Man, before we kick it off, we got to start with love and gratitude. Thank you all so much for being here. The viewers, the supporters, the listeners. We love you. We couldn't do this without you. I mean, I guess we could, but then we wouldn't be talking to anybody.
What would we do if they weren't here?
Yeah, I don't know what we would do.
That's weird.
Yeah. So thank you for being
One of
here.
those paradoxicals.
You could be anywhere. You could be
anywhere else on the internet. You could be in Lowe's right now trying to figure out who you need to cuss out because they didn't really replace your windows in a timely manner. You could have did that. You could have yelled at Greg behind the desk 100 times because you looked up his name on the website and that's what you were doing. But no, you didn't go on the Lowe's website because fuck Lowe's. And, and you're here. And we appreciate you.
Thank you.
Sorry.
No, that's okay.
I don't shop at Lowe's.
Let it out. Let it out.
What happened?
I'm Team Home Depot.
No, you see these windows?
Okay.
It took them like 8 months to get me the windows.
Sorry about that.
They tell me about the savings and the efficiency, and yet I got 1962 windows and 2019 windows. That don't make no sense.
Team Home Depot. Actually, they don't give us no type of sponsorship, so it is what it is.
Yeah. Everybody get your windows wherever you get them.
Yeah.
But sorry. Thank you. We really appreciate it.
Yes, thank you for being here.
On their website. And being here.
So, what's been going on, Jamie?
What's been going on? So I went out to the Scab Fashion Museum again.
Yes. Shout out to Scab Fash.
Shout out to them, all the Scadrons. But they
Did you just make that up?
No.
Oh, okay. That's what
So they have is Ruthie Carter's exhibit out there.
Yes.
They added Coming to America out to the exhibit. So now there's a Coming to America scene at there. They didn't used to have it. They
Not
had
idea, man.
all the other ones, but yeah.
That's fire.
They had like 4 or 5 different new costumes out there, and I imagine it's the real costumes.
I gotta go back. Scab Fash should get all my money. I literally was just there, but I missed that.
I go for the view, man. It's a good time to just chill out.
It is a beautiful spot.
Yeah.
Y'all check out that place.
I did that. I got the vacky.
Okay.
I got the vacky.
Greg got it in your veins?
Yeah. Wait. Hold on. What you trying to
Look,
I'm saying you got it in you.
because the way he was doing it, I was like, I thought to be like, cut. Are you okay? What are we going through?
Where did they put
They
that?
do not put it. If they put it in here, you did not. You did get the vacky. What is that?
I got the vaccine.
I don't know.
I got the vaccine, though.
Okay.
Allegedly. I don't know. We'll see.
Right.
We'll see.
How are you feeling?
I got the first shot. The first one I had. I got it like a week ago. I just forgot to bring it up. I forgot how, but yeah. So
in 2 weeks you got the next one, right? The next dose.
Yeah. April-ish.
Yes.
April?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I go back for my second dose like April 9th.
Okay, I'm on the 8th. Yeah. Whew. Yeah, but my arm was hurting for like a few days. But, I mean, you know, I'm cool with that because that's how I know it worked. You know what I'm saying? Do something.
Something.
You know? So we'll see 20 years if I got, 3 heads or not. But
Oh my God.
other than that, been in the house watching some movies, going out. Went outside. Got outside. Saw some friends this weekend.
That's what's up. Where'd y'all go?
The brewery. You ever? Oh, I don't know what type it is. But yeah, went to this this brewery. This has like a little outside joint. Outside, just because in order to be around all those people, you gotta get some kind of
you need some fresh air.
You know what I'm saying?
Got
Yeah, to blow the Rona out the way.
Exactly.
Get out of here.
Exactly, because I need that second dose.
Blow it out the
I
way.
need that second dose. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. 50% now. 50%
But how you been, man? What's going on with you?
So I have a praise report, family.
Praise
Audacious
report.
fam. So those of you who have been listening know that last year I had to pay taxes for the first time. And not just like little taxes, like I didn't have to pay no federal tax. I owed Georgia $1,400
What they doing?
in state tax. Let me tell you something.
They ain't gonna do nothing with that.
That
money.
doesn't sound right.
It doesn't. It didn't sound right.
Yeah.
And when I heard it from my tax preparer, I said, I'm going to stop you right there because that can't be my shit because I paid Georgia taxes.
Right.
Like, I'm like, has the shit been backing up for years? What do you mean I owe $1,400? So I was devastated. I went ahead and set up a payment plan. I've been paying on it since last year. So I go to file my taxes this year with the same person. And they were like, so I made a mistake last year. I actually filed you under New York, and that is why you owed all that money.
Your person said this?
Yes.
Who's that person so I can never go to
I'm not going to say their name.
Okay.
Because I'm glad they caught it.
So,
I'm glad they came back. So
So-
they were like, however,
Refund this year.
yeah, I'm going to file an amendment, and you're going to get all the money back that you paid. And I was like, wonderful. And they were like, yeah, we'll just call the office on Monday. Just let me know, and we'll three-way, and they'll go ahead and stop the payments and refund you the money. And because you only owed $22 last year in state tax.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. So
I was about to say.
State tax don't never get no outrageous.
yeah, no. I've been in Georgia all my life. I was devastated. I was like, what is Kip been
usually
doing?
always less than federal. So the fact
Yes.
that you owed, that's
I was devastated. I was like, yo, is this Trump? Is this Kemp?
Is this Biden?
Who am I? Who?
Biden?
Who? Like what? I was
Which
like,
white man is pissing
no,
me
like,
off?
Who did it?
yo, I was about to have to leave. I said, I'm going to have to move out of Georgia because I'm not going to be able to afford to live here no more.
Florida looking real nice right now.
Yeah. So, turns out I will be getting 2 stimulus checks. Amen.
Hey, okay.
Amen.
Won't he do it?
Won't he do it?
Yes, he will.
Praise report, guys. So, yeah, just be careful who doing your fucking taxes. And if something sound right, sound wrong, it probably is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it make a sound,
Do something about it.
do something.
So yeah, that's all I got. I don't even remember. After that, I don't remember what the fuck was going on. I don't know nothing else. That's all I have
That
for my
is what's
recap.
up.
Okay. All right. That's what's up. We have a guest.
We do.
We have a guest.
What up, y'all?
That's your turn.
I'm sorry.
I got to intro you. I just said somebody exists. I didn't say you exist yet.
All right,
I just
I'm
said.
waiting.
Yeah, so we got a guest. We have George here. He was here on the podcast previously.
Yes.
Hey, George, how you doing?
Hello. It's the Pursuit of Happiness podcast with the Audacity podcast is going on, y'all.
Yeah, man.
Just really grateful to be here. Thank you guys for having me.
Oh, thank you for having us on your podcast.
Hey, man. It works.
It does work.
Friend of the podcast, Warren and Jamie. Like I switched that up, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
more excited to be here with Warren. I ain't gonna hold you.
What? Well, you know.
So moving on, George, tell the people a little bit about your podcast. Your podcast is relatively new, but tell the people about it. I've heard a couple episodes. It's really funny.
So, the Pursuit of Happiness podcast has been my audio journal. It's me just talking about being better, doing better for myself and others, all in the pursuit of happiness. I kind of have been going through my own personal progression about what I've been wanting to do and learning more about myself. So I talk about the collective experience that we experience as the culture, Black people most specifically, and then what I experience as myself as an individual. So I've said it a billion times before, but you guys have been my inspiration. I never even thought about having a podcast before I came on back last February for you guys.
Yeah, pre-COVID? That's pre-COVID.
Oh my God, it was.
It was Black History Month 2020.
Yeah.
And so I came in and I did you guys' podcast and it kind of planted the seed. And since then, I just took the leap and I've been talking to Jamie. I've been talking to Warren. You guys have been influential. So y'all like the big homies. So thank you. And thank you for having me once again And I hope that our audiences become your audiences because you guys are doing amazing work, and you guys, the mental health summit, everything, man, it's just amazing work. So I love it. I love that black men come together, support each other, and really challenge each other to be better.
Yeah. That's dope, man.
Yeah.
We appreciate those words from our podcast and our listeners. It's a pleasure to be here, and it's a pleasure to have you back again.
Absolutely.
And thank you for having me on your podcast. One of your earlier episodes was that episode 2.
Loved it. Episode 2.
Yeah.
It was historical, man.
Yeah. It was a legendary moment. So we're about to make another one. And you ready to get in this podcast more?
Yes.
Fantastic. Let's do it. What's today?
Sunday.
What's today?
The 21st.
It's March.
Either or.
I'm surprised I knew the date. I was like,
that was good.
I was like, is this a test? Fuck.
Second day of spring though.
It's so it's officially spring now.
It's officially spring.
That would make sense because my allergies are officially here.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Have you been taking the onesie twos?
So I fucked up because I should have started taking this shit earlier.
Yeah.
You know, and I usually take Claritin, but I was out. So
Right.
my roommate, she was like, yo, I got a Zyrtec. And I was like, okay, what's up, Zyrtec? I took that Zyrtec. I don't know if that was really Zyrtec because I fell asleep immediately. I don't know if Zyrtec has that effect on y'all. It was.
Might have been a Zan.
It took me out. I was like, am I this type? What is going on? So yeah, fuck allergies, fuck spring. I don't like being warm. I miss winter.
Spring. I think spring is bottom 2. I'm gonna be real.
Easy.
I'm gonna be real. Bottom 2.
Are you
bottom
serious?
2 season for me personally.
Nah,
I got allergies, bro.
Yeah, I got allergies too.
Nah, fam. If you had allergies, you would know what I'm talking about. Do you have allergies?
Yes.
I do.
I was talking to him over here.
Oh, okay.
But no, do you have allergies?
I do.
You don't because you don't hate spring
No.
as much as we do.
Yeah, I really hate it. But in Jamie's defense, your allergies have allergies.
That's
like
true.
you got super allergies.
That's true. I was looking at the form today.
Nature
all the
attacking
trees,
you.
bro. Yeah.
Nature's attacking you.
Well, you know, it's okay. I'm here.
But you gotta think about it. You got fall and then you got spring.
Yeah.
In Atlanta, that's a good time. And then this year, I feel like this year especially, we gonna be doing a lot of whole shit in the streets because we lost the whole year.
Okay.
So I'm excited. You got the vac. I'm about to get the vac. I'm about to be out in these streets.
Yeah. So you don't have it back?
Not yet.
Okay.
Should I get that? Let me get it.
This is a back only hand. This ain't gonna work.
Let me leave.
I'm just saying it wasn't gonna work if you didn't have the vacuum.
You know what I'm saying? Let me spread it around. You know what I'm saying? Either rolling it around.
Because we like to be safe here at the Audacity podcast.
I appreciate you.
But
You can never be too sure.
it's still Women's Month.
It is.
Oh, March.
It is Women's
That's what the
History
day is.
Month.
It's still Women's History Month.
Yes.
Thank you to all the women. While there are no women in the room right now, we represent you because one, black women are dope. So first person, I wouldn't be here without the existence of black women. So and a lot of other black males and women wouldn't be here also. So thank you all, black women. Warren, can you think of any black women history facts at all?
Yes. Kamala Harris. Shout out to Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris was just here in Atlanta, guys. They were doing the victory lap. Shouting out the stimmies that we all got. Hope you've been spending yours wisely. Because mine almost gone. And it's just really dope. Like, I still don't think I've really, processed that she is the first woman in history to be vice president.
That's crazy, bro.
It's amazing.
And she's a woman of color. She went to an HBCU. Like, guys, it's like living, breathing history, just walking through the streets.
Every day.
Walking through the streets of Atlanta. So, shout out to Kamala Harris.
That's crazy, man. You know, they're doing so much. But George, I don't know if you know, but during this Women's History Month, what we've been doing is a kind of homage to women and saying, kind of mentioning different women that inspire us during this time.
Yes.
And Kamala Harris is a great start for us to start kind of delving into this topic. Thank you, Warren, for that.
Yes.
George, can you think of any women that inspire you off the top of the dome?
Off the top of the dome. Joy Farrell. I don't know if you guys know Joy.
Yes.
Joy is a lawyer who I have completely just framed my legal career behind. She's a Georgia Southern graduate. Okay. She's amazing. She's the big sis who gave me opportunities and linked me with people when I first came out as a lawyer. So Joy Farrell is an amazing woman. I look up to her. I respect her so much. And Jasmine Johnson. I don't know. Okay. I don't know where she's from, but I do know that she has a big billboard in DeKalb County.
Huge.
Yeah. Okay. The Farrell firm for family law,
Yes.
personal injury. Reach out to her. She's amazing. And Jasmine Johnson, another lawyer who I've definitely have stolen everything that she's done. I watch what she does. So those two women off the top of my head, personally and professionally, I just respect them so much. So Jasmine and Joy, I just want to tell you that I appreciate you, especially recognizing you for Women's History Month, because you guys make women's history every single day.
Every single day. Joy Farrell was the student lead in my freshman orientation class.
Yeah.
Wow.
That she was like one of the first people I met.
She been that deal.
And she, I mean, from jump, has always been super authentic and real and just a lovely, lovely human being. So, yeah, that's dope. Yeah.
That's cool. Warren, any women that inspire you?
So, I am going to do my sister this year. I am. She listens to the podcast. My sister is someone who is probably the personification of like resilience.
There we go.
She just, you can't really stop her from doing anything. And she's been through a lot. She's no stranger to adversity. However, she kind of has used it to kind of just sharpen herself. She's the epitome of resilience. I really love her. She's a mom, podcaster. She just got into nursing school. She also just got engaged recently. Very happy for her.
Amazing.
Just like I loved last episode when Kester was talking about like the everyday woman, and that really just started making me think about women like every day that may not be super famous or have like huge platforms where everybody knows their name, but I know you and you're amazing, and so
That's what's up.
shout out to my sister,
Shout out to
Alicia Moment.
Shout out to your sister, man.
Shout out to your sister, bro.
What about you, Jamie?
I'm gonna mention Dion Katrina. I'm also I should have prefaced it. I'm gonna have two though.
Okay, go ahead.
Because sometimes we just have two. But Dion Katrina, you talking about the show? One of the shows she's on.
Yes, All Rise. Amazing.
Yeah, and she was on our podcast not too long ago. Yeah, not too long ago, a couple months ago or something like that. Just her kind of work ethic and her like professionalism continued through, and even like her vulnerability on in social media and trying to like when she sees something that's wrong in her mind that she's willing to correct it. So always being able to have that voice and kind of staying strong in herself is kind of one of the things that kind of inspire me sometimes whenever I'm going about. But also, I mentioned her earlier, Ruth E. Carter.
Yes.
She's the woman, the costume designer behind Black Panther, Do the Right Thing, Roots, The Butler.
She been doing
that. She been doing it, bro.
Doing it.
Coming to America.
School Days.
More recently. School Days, exactly.
I'm glad she's getting recognized now.
We actually, you remember season 1, we had like a snippet of her on one of our podcast episodes. When she was speaking at my niece's graduation. So going, it's why I like kind of love going to the Sky Fashion Museum these days, because her exhibit is there, and when I saw when I was up there, I was like, man, like a couple of these things look different. It looked like some of the little details they had added some stuff, and then I was like, I think they added something. And then I saw the Coming to America too. I was like, oh shit, they did. So that's been me. I'm gonna go with those two.
Yes. Shout out to all the women who continually shape and change history. This is for you.
Yeah, for sure. So now we're moving on to our other segments of the podcast. Are you ready, George?
I'm ready.
How's it been on your own podcast before we do go on real quick? I know this is like this is a tangent situation.
Yes.
Podcast host.
I love it.
Respect this guy coming in now. Hold up. See the chain? He came in here with something to prove. You ready? Go ahead.
I love it because it gives me the opportunity to get my thoughts out there, talk about things. I've been able to get feedback and have conversations. So all the relevant just topics and things that have been conversations that we have all the time and just keeping it going. So it's been a joy. It's my creative outlet, and then I get opportunities like this where I get to spend time with friends and be creative and put things out there. So it's been a joy. I'm really glad that I did it for myself.
Yeah, man. Yeah. For sure. I'm glad you did it for yourself too. And one of the things that I found like kind of rewarding is, when we see things, whether it be in the news or social media, or we just hear about what happened around the country. Yeah. We're like, oh man, I have an opinion about this, but not really being able to expend that energy. Because usually before just in time, right? Even if you're like frustrated about something, talking to other people always feels just like a little bit better, just expressing your idea, even if you're wrong, getting it out of your head, first person, getting it out of my head. I'm like, oh yeah, that sounded stupid when I said it. So I'm going to think better, you know, just think differently, you know,
Yes,
just, you
yes.
know. So it's kind of like another feeling of being in the world, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? That
yeah.
kind of dialogue and conversing with others is one of the things I like appreciate about the podcast. And so yeah, I was just kind of giving you a perspective about it.
No, absolutely. And I think, like, especially with everything that's been going on, like, come on. We had a whole pandemic. There's a lot to talk about.
There's a lot.
And talking about it can kind of sort of help us deal.
Mm-hmm.
So starting it in the pandemic and keeping it going, it's been helpful.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
sure.
Warren, any thoughts on having a podcast?
Y'all know how I feel. This is therapy for me because I don't want to have to
Same.
pay for real therapy. I had a therapist for a long time. I was in the military, but they was paying for it, and I realized how expensive therapy can be. So this keeps me sane, right? It allows me to really connect with people. It's still crazy, like, that people listen to this. You know what I'm saying? Like, for all of you who've ever, like, DM'd me or, like, said something to me in person or, like, just shared, like, how the podcast, like, impacted you in any way, I don't take that for granted. It's still kind of blows me because I literally just be on here talking. So, yeah, I'm grateful.
Yeah, for sure. I agree with all those sentiments. Now, I don't know if you guys heard about some of the news that happened in Atlanta over the past week, but in North Atlanta, in the Buckhead area, there was a shooting, a hate crime, actually, in a couple of different locations. Warren, did you see anything about the man that went to the 3 different spot locations and kind of had the Atlanta shooting, basically, is what we're
I saw the white terrorism that happened.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out
No, it's fine.
That's what you gotta call it.
You know me.
Okay.
You know me.
Call it what it is.
We hadn't had a lot of it, so I forgot what to call it.
Yeah, no. I definitely saw the terrorist attack that happened here in Atlanta. You know, because I really want to, like, formulate my thoughts. Personally speaking, I blame Republicans and everyone that voted for Trump and everyone that continues to spew the hateful rhetoric, like, thinking that it doesn't affect other people. Like, I am just really over, like, people not giving a fuck about other people or, like, how your words can, like, really impact them. Especially when, like, it's not based in any truth. There are people responsible for putting a man in power that purposefully targeted hate speech towards the Asian American community, towards lots of people. But the pandemic, he definitely blamed on the Asian community. And since then, there's been, like, a major rise in hate crimes. It's funny, the FBI, they are responsible for posting the number of hate crimes that happens every year, and they have not posted the numbers for 2020 or 2021. Because I think they know if they did, it would be, like, astounding and embarrassing. It's disgusting. I'm sick and tired of people, making excuses for bad white behavior.
Yeah.
Because it's white people.
Yeah.
Like, the tension that we all feel, the tension, like, that even, like, we feel, like, interracially, like, black people versus Asian people versus Latinos. It's all white supremacy. It's all white lies that we believe that were told to us about other people and even ourselves. Disgusted. That's how I feel.
It was incredible because I was in acting class when I heard about the shooting, and we were about to do some improv or something, and the instructor was like, "Oh, hey guys, just want to let everybody know there's a shooting going on. I think 2 people had been shot at the time," and I was like, "Oh wow, that's wild." And I was like, I had just saw, like, a brief thing, and then when I got home later, it had been 8, and he had gone to a couple different locations, and I was like, what are you doing?
Right.
What is the sickness or is the story in that person's head to where it's like, okay, yeah, tomorrow's Tuesday, I'm about to go do this shit because of XYZ. They say he got the gun, like, the day of, or the day of?
The same day.
Same day.
The same day? And yet people act like, yes, we're surprised by the shooting. Yes, we're shocked by the shooting, but not necessarily, surprised by it, just because, during the last one, nothing happened except COVID, so people just stopped being outside. So when they don't make any changes to all these, like, the way people, gather these things, then it's like, okay, then at some point there's just going to be another excuse. And this guy's excuse was his diabetes was acting up,
and his sex addiction,
because the in his mind, the Asian women would be too much of a temptation.
Yeah.
All this bullshit I don't really care about, because this is just another white guy that got a gun and, shot people, and it's like it's not enough. So it's like, how are we supposed to, like, even
You know who did believe it? The fucking white cop that was like at the press conference, the sheriff, Cherokee County sheriff, that said that nigga had a bad fucking day. And then the Cherokee County released a statement because there was so much backlash saying that he had a bad day too. I'm tired of white people having bad days.
Yeah, I just wish that level of understanding was extended to everybody.
That part.
Right?
That's the thing, bro.
That's the thing. So, like, for myself, this is the intersection of misogyny, of racism, of so many different things, but let's not cut any corners. This is a hate crime. This is a hate crime because in that man's mind, Asian women are nothing more than sex objects. And we can't tiptoe around that issue. Yeah. He said that he had this temptation, and for some reason that made sense to other white people's minds. And he didn't go to Pink Pony. He didn't go to where you might find a white sex worker. He targeted Asian women who may or may not be sex workers. Right. But it doesn't matter. Right. Yeah. They're human beings. Right. And that's what racism and misogyny does. It takes people's humanity away from them. Yeah. We have 8 victims, 6 of them of Asian descent, and we got to address it. And I'm disturbed, and I'm really sad about this situation because it just paints a light on how evil can permeate through society. And we make excuses for it when we're the sheriff who says, like, he could understand. He can understand. You know, I have a bad day, I might kill 8 people too, right? Is that what we're saying? So
they lucky black people don't have bad days.
My condolences to those families. Absolutely. Because they lost a family member, and that's what should be the thing that we talk about, not about this goofy who couldn't control himself and killed people. But my condolences to those families. Those women were sisters, and it doesn't matter what the relationship was. They were humans, and that's all we should think about. We lost 6 innocent humans,
working class people.
Yeah,
I just don't know, like, if there's like a new form of diabetes out here affecting these white people.
There's a new strain they got.
It's got to be a new strain because these white people are losing their fucking minds. Because let me tell you, black people know diabetes.
Oh yeah.
I don't mean to laugh. We need to do better. We know diabetes. Okay.
Pre-diabetic.
All day.
I mean, I think I was born pre-diabetic.
No, but seriously, like,
the oatmeal pies don't cost nothing.
One thing we know is diabetes.
Yes. And
diabetes don't make you do this. Yeah. Like, diabetes don't. It just
imagine Big Mama from Soul Food going on a shooting spree because of diabetes when they cut off her goddamn leg. No.
I just don't.
These crackers ain't taking my arm.
Like,
they take them off. I'm gonna go to the gun store right now.
Like, the audacity. Like, and you know what really made me mad, Slick? I was watching the press conference when it happened. Keisha just sitting up there behind the nigga as he's saying this ignorant shit.
She had to keep her poker face though.
No, fuck your poker face, bitch. Be a human being. Be a leader.
Yeah.
Be like this.
Because if we all recognize this shit is foul, for him to come up here and say,
come off mic.
No, come on.
Oh, we're not about to say
like,
on stage.
You're the fucking mayor. Yeah. Like, be like, I just can't.
Yeah.
I just can't. I'm sick of composure.
We talk about how Mayor Keisha has like acted to a couple of different things. This is a mass shooting in your city that happened in a couple of different locations. I know the third one might have happened like, outside of Atlanta or something like that. Or, either way, it's like, city. When the country looks at it, they see it as an Atlanta city shooting. So you need to take control of this. And if somebody's out here spitting this foul stuff about the guy, like, oh, he had a bad day, and there's like all these other things, and you gotta call wrong for wrong. Yes, you know what I'm saying?
Or you don't. Show us who you are. Yeah. That part, y'all. Voting is happening real soon. Y'all pay attention. Period.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so over these white men.
We just got to be clear about it, and we gotta stop making excuses for white men.
Period.
They make excuses for white men 24/7. They made excuses when they stormed the Capitol. They make excuses now. Listen, y'all not the only people in this world.
No.
And that's all we gotta say.
No. But y'all damn sure got a lot of evil ones. So check your people.
Yeah.
White people, if you can hear my voice, don't just stop. White people do this shit where they're like, now they woke, they want to cut off. Oh, my grandma's racist. I don't talk to her. Or my cousin said some things I don't.
You go talk to them.
You need to be talking to these white motherfuckers. Talk to them. These are your people. Yeah. These are your people. You need to take some accountability. Like, cutting them off is not working. Like, talk to them. Like, and ugh.
Yeah.
I'm done with it.
It's crazy. It's crazy. So many things are happening. A lot of the ways that we get away from all those things is sometimes we, go to the house.
Yeah.
You might invite somebody over. You know what I'm saying? You might you know what? I need to get out of the real world. You know what I'm saying? And I need to get back into this real mother news.
Y'all know this is my favorite segment. I'm really excited about this segment because a lot of real news has been happening.
Real news. I've been watching shit.
You have?
I've been in the house the last few days. I've been watching shit, bro. When I was about to go get like a pedicure, I'm like, I'm gonna wait for like a little bit of time,
To get that second backy?
Yeah, for sure. Also. But you been watching anything real?
Yes.
Anything coming out?
Yes. Yeah, I've been watching stuff for real news, and I've been seeing some real bullshit.
Superhero joint, right?
Yeah. Zack Snyder. Hey Zach.
Come on, man.
You made Sucker Punch. I love that fucking movie. So I know what you're capable of. Visually, y'all know, he's amazing. The new rendition of the Justice League is out.
Okay.
And it's 4 fucking hours long.
Yeah.
4 full hours.
4
hours.
Let me tell you, what they did in 4 hours, Marvel could have done in 30 minutes, and it would have been fire. DC, get your shit together.
It's a different world.
Get your shit together. Like, it reminded me of Justice League, but vibes. Like, there were like random songs that played for 30 minutes and just steals of like Aquaman in the water glistening. I actually like that part. Thank you for that, Zack Snyder. But like other parts, I was like, why is Lois Lane just pulling out Superman cape hella slow, looking at it? They were just like, and I didn't finish the movie. I didn't finish it. I couldn't.
Yeah.
I couldn't finish it.
So, did you hear about how this movie came to be?
Like, what happened to him?
So nothing happened to him, but he was directing the original Justice League,
right.
And then for some time, they had got like 80% through the movie,
Mm-hmm.
and then his daughter committed suicide,
Mm-hmm.
and then because of that, he was like, I guess took a break.
He stepped away.
And then another director kind of took his footage and all the stuff, and in his opinion, kind of chopped it up and kind of didn't deliver on and everybody was like, oh, that Justice League movie was trash, which had Zack Snyder's name.
Right.
So this was like this is what I actually wanted it to be, years later. And were you able to finish it?
Overcompensation. Like, no, I didn't finish it. I'm going to finish it, guys. I probably made it halfway through. I know you finished it.
Long as fuck, man. Long as fuck. But listen, I say this. So I saw the theatrical version when it came out. I think it was like 2 hours.
Right.
It didn't make me want to go and watch some more. Okay? I saw this 4-hour one. I was like, oh, this is better.
Okay.
Still don't know if I want to watch some more. That's the thing about it. But what I will say is...
it was better, though.
It was better. I say it was better.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was better. I think that, they did a better job in talking about, like, developing some characters like Cyborg.
Absolutely.
So Cyborg's character was a little drawn out. Got a little bit more about from him. But it was cool. I think you can definitely watch it in increments. They break it down into, like... phases or whatever they break it down, but yeah, I mean, 300 was a really good movie. So shout out to Zack Snyder, but
yeah,
this shit was long as fuck, and I was like, prepare yourself, watch it like at like 4 or 6 p.m. You definitely can't watch it at night because this shit long, and I enjoyed it for what it was. I'm not super critical about movies though. I'm not the best person to be.
Oh yeah?
No.
What's your favorite movie?
Good question.
So
you gotta say that's
good question.
All right, so I'm gonna be 100% real with y'all. Don't judge me because I don't give a fuck. It's all about the Benjamins.
So can we okay.
It's all about the Benjamins. Okay. So Mike Epps.
Oh, and Ice Cube.
Yeah, Ice Cube. Yeah,
you know who it is.
That's a comedic classic. I don't care what no nigga say. So.
I do like that movie, so I'm not judging you.
It's a good movie.
I'm not judging you. I just did not expect that.
Mike Epps delivered in that movie. Okay, so. That and Paid in Full are my two favorite top movies.
Paid in Full?
Yes.
I've never seen Paid in Full. Who's in that?
Paul. Isn't Paul in it?
Omar Epps. Is it Omar Epps? No.
Movie? I don't know.
No, it's Cameron and Wood Harris.
Okay.
Paid in Full.
2002 with
Yeah. So it's just like a hood classic. So I mean, I like hood movies.
So yeah, if you got time on your hands and nothing to do, Zack Snyder's Justice League is for you.
4 hours. Buckle up.
4 hours. Buckle up. I watched this documentary. Sometimes I get into documentaries every now and then. And they said this movie was number 10 in the nation at the time. And I was like, okay, all right, I'm gonna check this. Netflix trying to get different things to get you to watch. Everybody's watching. I don't give a fuck Netflix. I watch what I want. So I watched his number 10 joint. And,
You're not a follower.
I'm not in the top 5. I'm in the 10. It was the last Blockbuster on Earth documentary.
Wow, yeah.
Which I didn't even know there was still one open.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's open currently because the documentary was pretty trash, and I was like kind of upset that I had wasted so much time on it. So I kind of wanted to bring, talk about it to say, yes, the last Blockbuster, that was, really dope. I think it was still owned by a few private owners.
Yeah.
So there were 3 or 4 in Alaska, and then it got to a point to where there was one left, in this particular town of Bend, Oregon, actually. And that was the last one. But the documentary is bad because they don't give you a lot of facts. They got a couple people with their opinions, but it's comedians and
right.
I really think this is Netflix just dancing on their competition's grave.
They stomping on their grave, bro.
They just dancing on Blockbuster
because it's a Netflix movie,
and
I'm like, yo, they just trying to act like, oh, y'all remember that mom and pop Blockbuster shit? Like, oh yeah, they had this and that, but it was like, yo, Blockbuster was a shit when I was a kid.
No, it was.
And it does do that, but I don't feel like the documentarians did it a great justice, in my opinion. But the nostalgia of seeing the Blockbuster and even talking about, do you guys remember going to the video rental store?
What?
Definitely.
We
was on our best behavior. We thought we was going to Blockbuster at the end of the week.
You're like, oh yeah. If you're gonna be quiet, you ain't going to Blockbuster. Okay,
Right.
It was a good time, bro. Late fees.
Yes.
I still have something in my house from Blockbuster. When I heard they was going out of business, I went and I was like, I'm never bringing this shit back. Y'all ain't gonna be open. See, let me tell you, I love an out of business sale. Yeah. That's my favorite sale.
Hope they ain't seen you the collections though.
Oh my God, you think that's a thing?
They're trying to get all the money they can.
Do you know that Netflix approached Blockbuster to merge and they turned it down?
Yeah, I just watched the documentary.
Okay, so they talked about that. I didn't see it. I didn't see the documentary.
So they had the CEO of Blockbuster come in and talk about it a little bit.
Netflix is petty as fuck.
They are petty for that.
I love extreme pettiness though.
Yeah.
So I might watch it just for that.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna add it to my list.
But they were saying that everybody thinks it was Netflix that kind of was the person that was the reason they had one out of business.
Yeah.
And according to the CEO and people in this documentary, they were saying that they were kind of neck and neck before the economy crashed, and we all know the Lehman Brothers had crashed during that whole 2008 situation. So they were saying Blockbuster just didn't have the capital that Netflix did because they were both about to switch to streaming. Yeah, allegedly. And Blockbuster just didn't have no money to be able to kind of do that kind of stuff. So
and shout out to Netflix though. They rebranded themselves and they even made themselves relevant. So
if I knew what I know now about Netflix, I'd have bought stock when I was in college.
Same.
For sure. I feel like I did buy stock, but I didn't because I was on the DVD delivery situation. And I was like, oh, this shit gonna be the future. And then I was like, oh, I see the vision. But,
streaming.
I was just a consumer, so it didn't really matter.
In more real news.
Oh, okay.
Let's talk about some real good stuff. Nothing to whack ass DC. Marvel, Falcon and the Winter Soldier premiered Friday.
Oh.
For those of you.
You mean Captain America? Black Captain America?
Finally, he's the Falcon.
Man, I'm so glad we got a Black Captain America, guys.
Okay, well,
it's actually Captain Black America.
I can look, and I can tell you haven't seen it yet because that nigga did not want to be Captain America. What? Spoiler alert. So we're not gonna talk about the whole episode, but yeah, it's really good. For those of you who have been listening, y'all know I love WandaVision. That was my fucking show, and the first episode was really good. It's setting it up, I think, really nicely. I can't wait to see this next version of the Avengers.
Yep.
And I just love all this blackness. There's a lot of black people highlighted in these shows.
Don Cheadle sighting. We did get a Don.
We
Don
did.
Cheadle in it?
Yes.
No,
he made
that's my guy.
He made an appearance.
He did. And they was talking to each other real black. He was like, "All right, brother.
Yeah.
I'll see you later." I was like, "Okay."
They was actually black.
They weren't black.
Oh, they
black.
They code switched off.
Yes.
I appreciate that.
So yeah, y'all check it out if you haven't seen it. I'm just really excited to see all the things that Marvel's is doing. I feel like their series are going to be a big thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting, bro.
Yeah.
No, they definitely got something. They got something with there, bro.
Yeah,
they got something with
the
there.
magic is Disney magic.
WandaVision was good. And then they got the Loki one after that.
Can't fucking wait. And Black Widow comes out in May. I gotta hurry up and get back.
It seems like they're kind of decentralizing, all the whole idea of the storyline, the superhero storyline, and taking it away from this is about this particular person and this is about like a duration of time. You know what I'm saying?
And it's not so fantastical.
Right.
Like, yes, there's elements of it that are very like sci-fi, like fantasy. But these characters, like, I'd be like, oh, that's grief. Like, this is depression. This is racism. Like, there's a scene in Falcon and the Winter Soldier where they're really talking about like race and what it looks like when you are not getting, you know, what you deserve. So this is a spoiler. So if you don't want to hear about it, you know, pause this part.
45 seconds.
So there's a scene where, like, you know, y'all know the Falcon, he disappeared for 5 years because he was part of the blip. He came back and there's a scene he's trying to help his sister kind of like get their family affairs in order. And his sister's like, no, we're just going to sell everything. He's like, no, this is our family name. We got to keep it. If you should have took out all those personal loans. And she was like, nigga, you weren't here. Like, I've been holding it down. And he was like, we're going to go to the bank and get a loan. And she was like, I tried. They're not going to give us a loan. He was like, I'm the Falcon. I'm an Avenger. I got clout. They gonna give me a motherfucking loan. They did not give that nigga a motherfucking loan. They were like, no, we're big fans. Thank you for all you do. They were like, we cannot help you, even though you banked here for years.
Yes.
Like, it was like their family banked for like 30 years. This nigga is an Avenger. And then
Consumer, bro.
the banker was like, how are you making money? Like, you don't have no cap. Like, and he was like, oh, well, I didn't really get paid. I was just, you know, goodwill, goodwill and favors.
Saving the world for free, bro.
Yeah, like, that shit blew me. But I'm like, that's black people.
Yeah.
Black people, like, last episode, you know, we had talked about this, like, Kesha was talking about, like, not knowing, like, your own value, not really understanding how to, like, quantify that. This is a prime example.
Yeah.
Because that nigga was not getting paid. His name don't mean shit. Now all these white niggas gone. And you just, like, left to pick up the pieces. It's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, that's so funny, man, because, you know, I haven't seen the show yet, but hearing how, you know, Falcon had gone through that, and even... I'm kind of blown away that he's not Captain America anymore,
bro.
Or that he decided that
he declined the shield.
Declined the shield.
He gave the shield to the government, which made me mad because Captain America ain't even fuck with the government. Everybody know that. He gave you the shield on purpose. This nigga was like, no, I'm gonna hand it over to the Smithsonian.
It's so interesting. I mean, because the thing is, it's like, you know, I wonder how many times that, you know, kind of relating to what you had brought up about, like, Kesha's conversation about, like, how many times I had undervalued myself in different situations.
Speak on it.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? And I know that for a fact, like, you know, that happened for me several times. And, like, a couple of them I can even think about. Like, even, you know, we talked about that short film. But, like, the first time my team was asking for, like, hey, did anybody want to, like, help write on this short film with us? And I was like, they need somebody better than me. And I was like, hours later, I was like, what are you talking about? Like, that was you. That was the situation.
Right.
And even at, you know, with work, you know, recognizing, like, you know, feeling like I'm not the best person in the room or the most knowledgeable, or even that this person knows something that I don't know. But, you know, not even realizing, like, the things that I know, like...
I am the subject matter expert.
I am the subject matter expert, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Having to accept that, that's a journey in itself.
Yeah,
you know?
Imposter Syndrome is real, bro.
For sure.
That's a real thing.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm hoping that we get into that because, you know, we know eventually through the comics that he takes over the mantle as Captain America.
Oh, okay.
So I hope...
Spoiler alert. If you joined us after the 45 seconds.
If you haven't read the comics
Grow up.
and didn't know
right, you should have did better as a
Falcon
kid.
becomes Captain America, what are you doing? But yes, I would love to see his progress because it is showing that that's real life.
Yes.
Not believing in yourself. And the thing about it is, like, listen, Captain America wasn't nobody either. He was a regular dude who got hit with the super serum and became a super soldier. So he's not more qualified, but how real is that? We see a white man do something and they feel like, of course,
I can't live up to this.
Yeah, we can't do it. Listen, bro, you just as qualified, if not more. So no, like it really hit on something. I think that's sort of like the underlying message about it. So yeah, I'm excited to see how it plays out.
Yeah.
Have you ever experienced any kind of, well, not have you, like, how have you managed any feelings of imposter syndrome in your profession?
Honestly, yes.
No, that was a good question.
That's a good question. I think, like, for myself, the most important thing is talking to friends and being able to sort of speak on those insecurities. You have good friends that will speak you up and talk you up. Like in this situation, it was a War Machine that was talking to Falcon. I'm really getting really deep into the comic nerd shit, but it was Don Cheadle's character. He was like, "Bro, you take it. Like, you know, you got it."
Right.
And that's how my friends are. If I tell them, like, yo, I don't know, you know, even like today to day, sometimes I still am blown away by the fact that I run my own business, and I'm like, I can't believe Yeah, people trust me, but they're like, no, bro, you doing good. So being able to just talk with your community, talk to your tribe, and they'll sort of back you up, or they'll tell you how you really are compared to the way you see yourself, is how I overcome the imposter syndrome.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. I did see something else real quick. Finish off real news, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
I saw Michelle Obama. She's got a TV show. I don't know if you guys see this. I don't have any kids, obviously, right? Or allegedly. We're still waiting on the test. But anyway, I had to take one. It's a long story. Hey, we'll talk about it. But anyway.
Straight people problems?
Legally obligated.
But Michelle Obama has a TV show. I don't know how new it is, but you as a parent, you might find this useful. She's got a show. It's kind of like a Sesame Street like remake kind of thing. Waffles and Mochi.
Yeah, waffles and mochi.
Mochi. I came across that. I was like, but she focuses on like food.
Yeah.
During this whole time, because that was like her platform while she was first lady. Because her husband was the president of the United States. I don't know if you.
Yeah. She's trying to get this diabetes out here because it's got people killing people. Right? She's like, it's gotta go.
She's ahead of the curve.
Right. She saw it coming.
She knew it. She must have been briefed about that.
Yeah. But I just thought that was interesting. I'm like, oh, what the hell is this? Michelle Obama. I think I saw it before, but actually seeing it and like she's really made a Sesame Street about food.
Yes.
It gave me like an Anthony Bourdain vibe a little bit for kids, so I thought it was dope.
Shout out to Michelle, man. She's so accomplished, and I think her husband has done some things too. But
we'll never know.
Yeah, I mean,
we'll never know.
He might do some stuff too. But Michelle, I love the fact that she's, honestly, people were talking about her like being VP running because she's super qualified. She's amazing. Easy. So shout out to Michelle. I'm glad that she's gonna keep moving because we know the last first lady probably not gonna do nothing. So
yeah. Not at all. Somebody gotta hold it down.
Yeah, somebody gotta hold it down. Shout out to Michelle, man. We love you. We love everything that you do.
Yeah. But like I said on the last episode, I ain't with that going high shit. I can't do it, Michelle. I tried. When they go low, we go high. It's admirable.
2021, I'm going low.
Yeah, I'm in the dirt. I'm in the dirt with y'all. Like, what are we doing?
We're petty.
What are we doing?
Oh, 2021.
Period.
Yeah, we're going low. Sorry.
That's funny. So now it's our time for our next segment.
Yes.
Okay. Is everybody ready?
Yes.
Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Mystery question time.
Yes.
This is a time in which one of you all or one of us, someone asks a mystery question in which the other recipients don't know the answer to.
I'm so scared.
Are you scared?
Yes.
I
Don't
guess
be
you're not
scared.
bringing the question. Warren,
Yes.
you have a question for us.
Yeah, so this question was submitted by Anonymous. They did not want to be named.
I already know who it is. I knew you was going to do that.
Thank you,
I knew
Anonymous. More of you listening, send me questions. We like this segment.
What's
Okay.
Anonymous ask?
So this mystery question is, how do you show that you are beautiful?
Okay.
How do you show that you are beautiful? I'll go first. I'll go first.
What do you think?
Because I got asked this in person. The person that submitted this question asked me. They were talking about they were in therapy, and their therapist just hit them with this question and was like, how do you show that you're beautiful? And she was like, show myself? She said, no. Mm-hmm. How do you show that you are beautiful? And I was like, she was like, no one ever asked me that. I said, yeah, no one's ever asked me that either. And so I started naming things. I was like, I don't know. I took a shower. I try to put myself together. And they were like, no. That's not how you show how you're beautiful. Those are things you do to amplify your beauty. How do you show that you are beautiful? And I was like, oh my God. And I really had to think about it. And so for me, I think it's like I show up for people. Like I try to be the kind of friend that I wish I had growing up. Wow. I'm not about to get emotional. But yeah, I really try to show up for people. I think that's how I show that I'm beautiful. Like I really care about people. And I try very hard to just be a little bit better than the last day. I'm not always the best, as some of my enemies will tell you. But I try to show up for people. I think that's important. I really believe in community. Growing up gay, y'all know that shit. It's some bullshit. And so community is important and kind of building that and fostering that. So that's how I would answer that question. I try to show up for people.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Thanks for sharing.
Yes.
My first thoughts, which there's no reason not to go with that, was how I show that I'm beautiful.
Yes.
Is by seeing the beauty in others and the beauty around me. And I think that was my thought process because I think it takes like a certain level of kind of security to be able to like not always look for, you know, the something like the flaws and all the other things around me or whatever, or around that person or whatever. So, you know, just seeing like, oh man, this is beautiful just because. And it's kind of like, you know, I don't have to feel threatened by a certain thing because I acknowledge myself as beautiful. You know what I'm saying? So I think that is where my thought process is.
No, I fuck with that. Yeah.
Shout out to that person. Thank you for that question. How do I show that I'm beautiful? I think just the first thing I thought was I show up and be my authentic self. For a long time, and I understand for us as black people, code switching is a necessary evil. But more recently, I've gotten really comfortable in being my authentic self, and even in spaces where they would tell you don't be. You know, like I've had conversations with people, and they're so blissfully themselves that I'm like, hell, I'm gonna be myself too. And this black boy from Norcross, Georgia, who has immigrant parents, who has gone through his own levels of trauma and stuff like that, everything about that makes me who I am. So that's why I speak like I speak, and I advocate the way I advocate, and I fight the way I fight. And appreciating that is me showing the beauty of myself.
Real talk.
So being my authentic self is how I show that I'm beautiful.
Yeah, that's dope. One of the things that I just thought about as you were talking was Ave, which we've talked about before, the African American vernacular English.
Yes.
Ave.
It sounds so fancy. I've never heard it called that before.
We created that.
It's no longer what we used to call it back in the 90s.
Ebonics.
Yeah, I ain't like that.
No, it's 2021. Bro.
Yeah, man. Ave. That sounds way better.
Ave, you know.
I'm fluent in Ave.
But
I'm about to put that on my resume.
Ave, fluent. Ave. But like feeling, you know, how sometimes, you know, first person, I think the whole conversation around the code switching and, you know, thinking about how it is that I'm talking or communicating around people that aren't from the place that I am, and it's like that's not how I want to continue. You know, how I want to continue is I'm gonna speak how I speak, and then as long as it's, you know, comprehensible to others. If it's not, they can ask for clarification. But other than that, like, be your authentic self. So I think that's a great way to a great feeling of how you express, you know, your own beauty. So
that was dope. Yeah. Thank you so much for that question. I think, you know, we live in a society that, especially as people of color, black people specifically, because we are not people of color. Just so y'all know, we live in a society that constantly is telling us we ain't shit, or like hate yourself, or like you're not worthy, or like you don't deserve this, or like this is how people see you, this is how you deserve to be treated, and it's all bullshit. And I think kind of like when you kind of get a handle on that and just learn like I see myself as I am. I'm the one that determines like who I am, what I believe about myself, what I deserve. You just kind of like let go about a lot of that like negative external shit. So yeah, DM us and let us know how you show that you're beautiful. I would love to hear some of that.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Yeah,
I like that. I really like to hear that.
I like that.
Yeah, that'd be dope. Yeah. So I have a little mama, but I think this is just like an old text on here. No, I mean in the lineup. In the
yeah.
Mama here.
Yeah, no.
What do you mean?
Yeah, no.
She come out. She ain't got nothing new.
Oh, she got some new shit she been working on. She got a new project that she been working on.
Oh, okay, all right. What's Lil Mama got?
Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, Lil Mama been working on something new. It's called the Heterosexual Rights Movement. Because straight people don't have rights. Did you know that?
No.
Y'all.
Lil Mama?
Yeah, Lil Mama. My lip gloss is popping.
Yeah, my lip gloss.
Yeah,
she's like the judge on one of the shows.
America's Best Dance Crew.
Yeah.
Yes, her. Wow. So her new project is the Heterosexual Rights Movement. And as a gay person, I really want to be an ally.
Yikes.
I really want to advocate for my straight brethren and sisterin. I want to make sure that y'all have the rights that you deserve because according to Lil Mama, straight people are being bullied by gay people. You guys are being, you know, attacked for your straight opinions, for having opinions about like the LGBT community, and you deserve a movement so that you can come out and share your opinions. And so, Lil Mama recently, she was in the media. She had got in trouble because she made some really negative comments about trans kids. She was saying, you know, yes,
not D-Wade's kid, right?
she was talking about all trans kids. She said she doesn't feel like kids should be allowed to transition. Kids don't know what they're talking about. Kids, you know, are not intelligent enough to be able to express, like they don't know enough. And Jackie Harry, y'all know, you know, Lisa from Sister, the infamous. She kind of like, she was like, it's funny you have these opinions because I remember your lip gloss and it wasn't popping back then. So like, you might want to, you know, calm the fuck down. She was like, but I love you, girl, but you're on the wrong side of this. Lil Mama then attacked Jackie Harry and like went in like, you can kiss my ass, bitch, and y'all old ass like fake ass Hollywood people. Y'all ain't never been there for like younger people coming up. Y'all fake as fuck.
She not in Hollywood. She's a white hair woman.
She attacked Jackie Harry. So then she said, you know, fuck that. I'm starting the heterosexual rights movement because heterosexual people, we be getting attacked for sharing our opinions on gay people. And it's fucked up. A lot of y'all gay people, y'all be rude and condescending and y'all be attacking us when we just sharing our fucking opinions. So I, as an LGBTQ member, IA plus elemental P, because nigga, they just keep adding letters. I don't even fucking know. I can't keep up.
D's in there.
It's too much.
Don't forget the D.
Oh my God. I just want to know how I can support you guys, because I want to make sure that straight people, because I mean, from my understanding, you know, y'all weren't being attacked, but I could be confused.
I thought it was fine. I didn't realize those. I mean, I thought I was, you know, I have my own, you know, specific.
Right. But I didn't think the heterosexual part of you was suffering.
Not the heterosexual part. I thought that was real free, whatever I wanted to.
Yo, this is. I mean, she's so funny to me.
You got something?
Thoughts?
I just, you know. When you say we, I'm like, who is we?
That's what I was
I'm like, Mama, who is we? Because I am not with you with this.
Who she think is on her team? Did you think like white males on her team?
I don't know.
Like,
this is such a small hill to die on.
Yes.
Such a small hill.
It's such a small like hump.
Yeah,
it's like a hump. It's like there's not even like a lot of space up there.
I just want to know, did her and Bow Wow meet before they decided to come up with this? Like, who's on the committee? Who was like, you know, yeah, girl, that's a good idea. Yeah.
No, so Lil Mama, I don't need no advocacy. I'm good.
I don't need no advocacy.
Never felt any type of you know, persecution as being a straight man. Yeah. So
you gonna do like Falcon and give up the shield?
Yeah, I'm gonna hand that to Lil Mama and say you got it on your own. But yeah, so I think she should just be quiet.
I mean,
just be quiet, Lil Mama.
All things I always look at is like, okay, holistically, what's the goal? Like, what are you trying to do? Are you just reacting? Is this a reaction because you feel like people have spoken to her? She feels like people have spoken to her in a certain way, or she feels like she's being suppressed in a certain way. And the thing is, she's not. You know, as a heterosexual woman, she can say whatever she wants to say about whatever, and you know, people will. But you have other people have the right to speak back towards that. If you say some hateful shit, then if you're being sponsored, then they can be like, yo, let's take the sponsorship away because that's the whole point of the transaction. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to die on this hill, as George mentioned it, like just make sure it's a big enough hill to where you're not by yourself. And this sounds like a hill where she's by herself on this thing.
And you know what? I don't want you to be alone. I want to support her. So, Lil Mama, if you can hear me, I want to support you because I did not know that you were being oppressed as a heterosexual. I know what that feels like as a gay person. Yeah. And so I want you to know you're not alone, and anything I can do to support you, I will support you.
Since you can understand the struggle that...
No. I didn't say that. No, I said I can empathize because, you know.
I'm sorry. Yeah, it's a difference.
Well, I do not understand.
Could you kind of paint some pictures? You know, because some people out there, they also don't know. Mm-hmm. Can you talk about what it's like to be kind of not... yourself?
Yeah, when I was in the military, I had to pretend to be straight for like, y'all remember that SpongeBob meme where it was just like, that was me every fucking day after I got off work and I got back to my apartment, I closed the door, I was like, yas. I've been holding in that like, yas all day. Like for those of you who don't know, like I've been married. I've been married to a woman. I got married in 2010, I got divorced in 2012.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
I can scratch it off my bucket list. Yes. Yeah, like I know what it's truly like to have to hide yourself for like safety or job security or like fear of rejection or, you know, like all kinds of stuff. I do not know what it's like to be trans, what I do know is like there's a lot more of that comes with that. Like it's I couldn't imagine waking up one day and like, I'm really a bitch. There's a bitch in me that just needs to be seen by the world and accepted because I'm not a nigga. This is not who I am. And like, then you like try to like become that. And there are people like, no, you can't do that. You can't use this restroom. You can't do, just dumb shit, like shit that I really don't care about.
Right.
Yeah, no, I don't know what that's like, but I feel bad for those people. I feel bad for any person that's oppressed. And it's just interesting, Lil Mama, as a black woman, a double minority, as someone who probably does experience real like adversity, real like racism and sexism, that you felt that because people had a problem with you talking about trans kids, you wanted to start a movement for oppressed people, the heterosexuals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She sounds like a white woman right now. So I hate when people feign oppression and they sort of use that as a way to sort of silence other people. So like me personally, I have a cousin, my older cousin, one of the most influential family members that I have.
Is this person Nigerian?
Yeah, well, she's my cousin, so
Nigerian cousin.
Make her Nigerian as well. But let me tell you what's hard, and Warren could definitely probably understand this, is being foreign black and trying to be gay. So she always, like, even at an early age, she always was boyish. You know what I'm saying? She taught me how to hoop. She taught me about rap music and stuff like that.
Oh, that makes sense why you can't. Okay, go ahead.
But she had a very difficult time being her true self. I love my cousin. I love everything about her. And I just saw her struggle being accepted and being ostracized out of my family. And I always thought it was wrong.
And you can see that.
Yeah, I can see that. I always thought it was wrong. And I think about her all the time when I think about people that have to pretend to be something else to be able to exist. You feel what I'm saying? So I really get a little annoyed at my other people who don't have that issue because I didn't have to think about it. Like I woke up and like I was just like 7 and I saw a woman. I was like, that's what I like. And so how hard is it for you to understand that's what other people feel? It's just for someone different. So it's just like I really wish that we could really step outside of ourselves and appreciate that we all are people and that these people should have the right to be their true selves. So I have a lot of friends, that are gay and stuff like that. And I remember like even in conversations at the workplace, and I would notice how my homeboy Will would talk, and he would say, "Yeah, I'll ask him how's your weekend," and he would be super vague, and I was just like, "Bro, like, what's going on?"
Right.
He couldn't say that he was out with his boyfriend, and I hate that for him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I also can't say that.
And I hate that. I hate that.
As long as I don't have one. It's hard out here. But yeah, no. To your point, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Also, just mind your business.
Yes.
It's not hard. Like, I just have never understood. Like, people be so fascinated with shit. They're like, it ain't got nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
I don't care. How other people want to let their kids express themselves. Girl, shut the fuck up. Mind your business.
Dude, my mama got kids.
I don't know.
Also,
but mama ain't worried about she didn't worry about her hits. She didn't worry about damn kids.
Probably not, because people that don't have kids love to give advice on kids. And I'd be like, shut the fuck up.
Right.
Like, be quiet.
Yeah.
Because I don't know.
Someone asked me that. Someone asked me a question the other day, like, if your kid was gay, like, how would you feel about it? And I was like, why would I care? Like, do you know what I do for a living?
What do you do for a living?
I'm a criminal defense attorney.
Okay. Yeah, that's true too.
I don't want my kids to be a murderer.
Right.
I want my kids to be well adjusted.
Big picture.
Like, are you stupid?
I got one goal.
To make sure that my kids are not murderers and don't go to jail and stuff like that. Like, I will. The fact that you even think that that's an issue, I'm like, do you know how I am? Like,
well, I mean, with that being said, historically, I think people from like Nigerian culture find that there's a little bit less tolerance in that culture.
So
is it illegal in Nigeria?
It is. It's a problem in Nigeria. But
for you individually.
For me individually, but that's the thing. So it's like I would have to then protect my kid extra hard because of the world. But it's not gonna come from their dad. It's not gonna come from me.
Okay.
Like, not at all.
All right, that's what's up.
Yeah, shout out to Bow Wow. Shout out to Lil Mama.
Why we shouting him out?
I don't know, man. I don't want to be ugly towards her, but I do want her to not to feign being persecuted because you said something stupid and then somebody checks you on it.
Yeah.
So you're not being oppressed if someone tells you that you're wrong.
Yeah.
And that really what it boils down to.
Yeah. Speaking of people that feel like they're oppressed when they're not, white shit.
I'm about to say right here.
You know where I'm from. I didn't forget
that
this.
white people
Transition.
do. And I'm proud of you.
Come on
You
now.
did not forget.
Come on,
Fire
man.
You been taking your
transition.
ginkgo biloba?
All day.
Uh-huh.
Now that I'm taking my allergy meds, I
Yes.
just go ahead and get the ginkgo
See,
biloba right
see,
there.
Yes,
Just like,
yes.
I'm proud of you, man.
Thanks, man.
That was a fire transition.
Thanks. Now that we got that over, let it burn. Oh, sorry, white shit. I got it. This is where we talk about things that white people do.
Y'all be doing a lot.
Yeah. This week, does anybody have any white shit? Anybody got any white shit? Maybe like a white person calling the police on somebody or
Oh my god.
something. I can't think of something.
So like, I want to preface this by saying like, listen, white people, I don't think y'all are bad.
No.
I think that there are people that happen to be white that do bad stuff because they are white.
Okay.
I have older white neighbors, right? And I also want to say I have a Caucasian dog. What does that mean?
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
Yeah.
You know what it means. Say more, you know what it means.
I do.
I don't have a pit bull. I don't
Yes.
have a boxer.
Yes.
I don't have a Doberman
You
Pinscher.
know.
I have a golden doodle.
Yes. White.
A very Caucasian looking dog.
Having doodle in your dog's name is already.
Yeah.
Is already
So,
he's not gonna cause any problems.
my very white presenting dog.
Yes.
Like he.
What's his name?
His name is Teddy.
Oh wow.
Teddy, short for Theodore. He's a very precious little puppy.
Like we didn't know that.
Yes. he's a very precious little puppy. He was playing in the hallway because it was raining.
Okay.
I couldn't take him outside. He needed to get some energy out. We were playing, and he was making a lot of noises. And I have some older white neighbors, like in their 60s, right? So white lady comes out. And she's want to know what the ruckus is because it's me and my dog playing outside. And she stands in her door, watches my dog approach her, right? She seems cool. My dog does what puppies do. He jumps up, I play with her and stuff like that. And she automatically jumps into instant victim mode, right? Oh, ew, oh my God, no,
I
stop.
think that's their default.
Yeah, their default. The white tears started to flow.
Yes.
When am I even looking? Oh, okay.
So
I'm
I was
waiting
like-
for police.
So I was like, I'm sorry, ma'am. I don't know her name. I said, I'm sorry, let me get my dog. I get my dog off her. She said, ew, she's like, it's dirty. She's very upset. I'm
Was
thinking,
Teddy dirty?
no, he wasn't.
Oh, okay.
No, he wasn't dirty. But obviously, she's white. She's upset. I've seen this story before. I'm 33 years old. So I was like, okay, I'm sorry, I apologize, but I'm thinking that's the end of it. In most situations, that's the end of it. Slight misunderstanding, but the police are called. She calls the police on me. She calls the law on me and my dog.
Did he bite her?
Didn't bite her. He literally
He
put
scratched her face?
No, he put her paws up on. Paws up
Like
on
put
her.
the paws on her?
Put her paws. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
Damn.
so her what makes sense in her head is I need to call law enforcement on this man
That's
and
crazy.
his dog.
I need
Right?
to enforce the law on
Yeah.
this man. This
So
man.
as I'm standing here and the police show up and the EMTs show up because I have to check her out for her injuries.
EMT?
EMT.
Like an ambulance?
Ambulance.
White people be having time, boy.
Yeah.
They got the time.
And they're saying, can I have your dog off the leash? And my whole thing is like, man, you were literally in your door. You could have just stepped back into your house. You know what I'm saying?
There was no reason for her to come outside.
Yeah. And so, I don't know if what she did was because she was white, but I have a strong inclination to think what she did was because she was
There's
white.
a correlation.
They're related.
There's a Venn diagram of her actions, and whiteness is right there at the center.
Right up in there.
Because she just took that victimhood to the next level. So to my neighbors, get a grip. But yeah, that was
That's
some
some
things.
shit.
Yeah, that's some shit.
Another case of white on white crime. That's crazy.
And the funniest part, because
Try to get Teddy locked up, boy.
try to get my dog 100 years. When the police came, they said, "Sir, we heard that you have a large white dog in your house, and it jumped up on your neighbor. May we see the dog?" And when I brought Teddy, like, "Oh, you got a golden doodle?" They thought I had a rainbow spit. They thought I had, they were looking at me.
Goddamn Rottweiler.
Yeah, they thought I had a rot or something like that.
Man, Michael Vick special.
They were so shocked. They were like, "You got a golden doodle?
This
This
guy.
designer ass dog?"
Right. Got a white airbud. That's crazy.
I literally got Lassie in my house, and I'm trying to call the law on him. So.
That's crazy, man. Thank you so much for being on this show. Thank you for having us on your show.
Man, thank you.
I don't have anything else. You got anything else?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay. Well, 1 second.
Okay.
You got something else?
No, that's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
All right. I guess we wrap this up, right? You go ahead. No, you can go ahead now.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Let it burn.
Yes.
We gotta let it burn. It's the last segment of the podcast.
Yeah. Tell George, because he don't know. He don't know. Yeah. Just let it burn, bro. Jeez.
I listen to the show.
I heard it once or twice. Warren, do you know what you're letting burn this week?
Yes, I do.
Fantastic.
Guys, what I'm letting burn this week is taxes. Okay, taxes will have you fucked up, guys.
Man, what's today?
Taxes, look, okay.
All right.
Taxes.
They extended it to May 7th, y'all.
Oh, look at God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my God.
All right.
I also double as a lawyer.
It's a good one too. Yeah, taxes be having people fucked up. Whether you're paying taxes, whether you're not paying taxes, Jeff Bezos. It be having people fucked up. Y'all, we just gotta do better as a society. I don't know what we gotta do. These taxes is killing a lot of people. Also, our taxes are going up if you make under 75K, thanks to Trump for the next 7 years.
Yes.
For those of you that don't know, now you know we fucked. So if you like me and you looking for a job where you can make over 80K, head to Indeed. Because y'all, we gotta get out of this tax bracket. I don't know what to do. Yeah, so I'm letting taxes burn. I understand they're essential to keep shit nice, but my road's still fucked up where I live, so I don't know where my money going.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Okay.
What you got?
So what I'm letting burn this week, it's springtime officially.
Amen.
We talked about the allergies and shit,
Yes.
but I'm not gonna focus on the allergies. What I'm letting burn is I'm letting slacks and pants sleeves burn. This spring and summer, you talked about how it's about to be springtime, summertime.
Starting and bopping out here.
Out here,
Thighs are supposed to be showing.
thighs out, skies out. You know what I'm saying? That's what's gonna be happening.
Yeah.
So I'm letting pants burn.
Yeah.
I got on pants right now, but these are the last time because this is second day of summer, second day of spring. So letting pants burn.
That part.
Yeah.
George, what you got? What you letting burn this week?
Man, that's a really good one, honestly, because I plan on being out here thotting and bopping out in the summertime. But I am letting go of my ego.
I didn't claim the thotting, but I'm gonna let you ride with it.
we all know. Come on, Jamie. No, I'm letting burn ego. So I was having a conversation with one of my good friends, and she was reading me, basically telling me all about myself. And I realized that I've been letting ego sort of be a little too controlling of my actions. I've been doing things based on my ego and things like that, and I need to stop that. So I'm letting my ego burn. I'm trying to chill. I'm trying to be more in my own lane and not allow other things to influence me except just what I need to be a good person. So burning the ego.
That's what's up.
Amen,
sir.
amen.
I respect that.
Last but not least, we gotta let it burn for the podcast, and this podcast is
Lit!
It's lit.
Podcast is so lit, man.
Yes.
Especially with you out here.
Yes. George, before we leave, where can